Polar Night ladder edition. I think we're early in this evening. We have in the bottom from Team Alien Invasion. He is the yellow Zerg. He is golden.
There we go. And at the top of Polar Night, our 2-player map, it is the purple Terran player GoOdy from Team ESC.
Yep. I personally think Polar Night is quite okay for mech. It's a bit more wide open. There's more routes of access for potential Zerg, especially with Mutas. It's got a bit more ramps as well. So swarm hosts are also not that bad. But what's really nice for the Terran is that they usually have more access to build to more bases, especially the one in the back that is blocked by the ice. It's very hard for a Zerg to touch it if you have the other 3 bases secured.
Mm-hmm. So this might be another turtling kind of style. Kind of see from GoOdy. By the way, we see I think it's Hoodoo in the chat. If I remember correctly, Hoodoo was one of the participants of the Nijmegen Student StarCraft League, our very first tournament. And he's saying, gonna try those drops. So he's been inspired by Golden's play just now. And maybe we're gonna see some more people try this.
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy, but you gotta know when you can pull it off and when you cannot. I mean, if you fail and you are stuck on Roach Link tech against mech, you are massively behind. Of course, Golden took adequate preparations beforehand. He was on with like 70 drones and he had 5 established bases, so you can still tech switch relatively easy off of that. But yeah, it's something you can try, but it's also something you should practice.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I think we see GoOdy going for a regular Reaper opening this time.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, actually, that's the second barracks. Really early in the game, so I think he'll be going double Reaper here. I'm not sure if he went for the gas first, looking at the amount of mined, not so much. But
no,
still,
he's mined 48 gas so far.
But yeah, double Reaper can be very effective if the Zerg is too greedy, and his pull timing is okay, but not necessarily something I would be too enthusiastic about.
Do you think we're going to see a third base from Golden anytime soon?
Well, he's going to go in for a scout with his Overlord already, so he will see 1 barracks, and potentially the second one. Reapers, of course, cannot shoot up, so they will not take down this Overlord, and Golden will be able to react appropriately. And actually, Golden is finishing up his extractor pretty early and mining gas immediately, so he will be having speedlings quite soon. He doesn't have a queen on the way though, okay, there we go, double queen. Yeah, actually this is perfectly normal timing. So I think Golden is in a good shape. He just needs to micro until his queen pops out.
Yep, okay, so like you said, as soon as the queen pops out, these Reapers have outstayed their welcome, basically.
Yeah, especially since Golden is already making Zerglings rather than a whole bunch of drones.
Look at that micro though, I mean, pulling back the 1 drone that got attacked by the Reaper, so the Reaper didn't get the drone kill. Of course the Reaper did get 1 Zergling kill at the moment, but that's about all it's going to get. 25 minerals killed for GoOdy. But of course GoOdy got in a bit of a scout. Did he, by the way, did he see, let me check this. Of course he saw the spawning pool, but you can't really see the timing of the speed research.
Yeah, you can't really. Interestingly enough, GoOdy has aborted this double Reaper plan. His 2 barracks are just kind of sitting there, and he's making Marines and adding on a reactor for his factory. I guess he will be safe, but he's definitely not in as a good shape economically. Only just now adding on his expansion. Might be going for double expand, and well, he has 3 Reapers and almost picks off a queen there.
The queen's dangerously low. Of course, Zerg units regenerate by themselves if you leave them alone. Just like Reapers, but Reapers are basically the only Terran units to do that. One of them nearly got taken out.
Yeah, interestingly, Golden isn't adding on any more queens. If you wanted to play really economically, you would use those just to be safe. Of course, the ones in the main. Oh, actually, nice drone pick up there. And GoOdy doing work here with these Reapers.
Definitely doing work there. Reapers running away, being scared of what's brewing in this Zerg base. But of course, telling the Panzer General back home everything that goes on in the Zerg base. Golden is, by the way, sending one of his Overlords back into GoOdy's base, seeing the 3rd command center here. Actually, that's the second command center. Never mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
This game is actually very off in terms of pace. We have GoOdy actually having a very normally timed starport, so his heli and banshee timing will be quite okay. He's also adding on still more Marines, even though he doesn't have to. He could easily have gone for another command center as well. But okay, now finally we have the third here for Golden. I was kind of worried about that. So he's in good shape. He just needs to identify the fact that there will be Banshees.
Right, maybe Golden was a bit worried, seeing as how there was no expansion down for Goody yet. Maybe Goody was going for some very, yeah, I know, cheesy build, but oh, there we go, some Zerglings running up, trying to get a good surround, which they do get.
Oh, nice surround here on these Hellions. Decent micro though by Goody.
Yeah.
I don't think he lost all that much there in that fight.
No, actually, that was 865 minerals lost for Golden, whereas only 150 lost for Goody. So that was definitely a bit of a bad move for Golden there.
Yeah, he got the surround, but I guess he didn't fully lock it in because these Hellions could still maneuver out of it a bit. The unit composition for Goody right now is actually a bit dangerous. Having 3 Reapers with a bunch of Hellions and then complemented by this Banshee can actually be very dangerous. The tech that is out right now for Golden is Ling Baneling, which is usually handled quite well by it. If Goody were to decide to go for the third here...
Ooh, but Goody's moved some of his units up front. Now trying to get surrounded, or not trying to get not surrounded by Zerglings, but it's too late. God. Zerglings everywhere.
No, he actually crushes through most of the links because of the help of the Marines. Will now supply block Golden here, actually. Oh,
yes, Golden has spread out many of his overlords across the map, and they're in danger of getting taken out with his force.
This timing by Goody is so off that it works. That's basically the only way I can put it. And the fact that there are all these overlords here out on the map is so good for Goody. Golden is once again supply blocked. He's adding on 4 overlords. Those could have been a lot more Zerglings.
Definitely. So Goody has a window here to do some damage.
Oh, he loses his Reapers very carelessness. By Golden. Once again, more links are streaming in, but the Hellions doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Here. Marines kind of tanking them, and the Zerglings they clump up around the Marines, so the Hellions can do even more damage. More Zerglings in production, but also Hellions being streamed in here. And if he gets a good, location against these links that are about to, he puts them on attack move and does even more damage. And now the final move here comes in from Golden. If he fails this attack, he will lose. But yeah, it looks like he's in good position. He needs to cloak the Banshee though. He doesn't have cloak. Oh my god. There's still quite a few units here for Goody though, but nice transfuse here on the Queens. Finally we'll be pushing Goody back.
Yeah, okay, so the attack has been thwarted, but there was quite a lot of... Let's see, the units lost. Look at this. More than twice the minerals resources lost for Golden than for Goody. So Goody's been doing... he's been... how to put this? He's been doing well for himself.
Yeah, like he's up in supply. Golden seems to be somewhat preparing for a counterattack, taking the right flank with all of these links. But the defense for Goody is somewhat adequate, I guess. I don't think another attack from Goody will work. Even though there are no spores being added on for Golden. Golden is only just now getting his lair, by the way. That is absolutely huge. Oh, here comes the attack from Goody. Can he get a good angle though? He needs to be careful of these Banshees. He's put them on the same control group, and now they are picked off with impunity by the Queens, meaning that the amount of damage he can actually output to these Queens are very limited. And it will now be going for the drones, but the link just keeps streaming in and in.
Yeah, I kind of think that attacks in this style have lost their effectiveness for Goody. He needs to switch it up.
Yeah, I definitely agree. What's even more important there is if Goody had gone for Cloak, he would have had those Banshees there do continuous damage to the Queens. There was no lair for Golden, so he couldn't have defended those with Overseers. He only had one spore between his natural and his main. So that could have been game-ending.
Yeah, that could have been very tough for Golden to defend, like you said.
But that was pretty much a mistake by Goody. Like the cost of going Cloak is usually offset by the chance of your opponent not preparing adequately for it. He's trying to... Okay. Nice job there by Golden, negating these mines.
Oh, so he sent 1 or 2 Zerglings in, right? I missed it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
He sent in 2 mines and they just they took all the hits.
Nice.
It could have been 0 though. Like if you just gone around it, then nothing would have happened at all.
But can you trigger the mines with the Zerglings and not take any damage?
No. What I mean is he could have, instead of put 1 on them, he could have just not gone on top of them at all.
But again, okay, he needs to sacrifice another Zergling to trigger the mine and trigger the second mine. Is he gonna... Okay, so he forces the retreat of the mines. Good to realize that those mines are not very effective for the next 40 seconds.
Yeah, he doesn't know where the mines are right now. They're hidden in the main. Finally, we have the Spire here for Golden, and Gooden has gotten quite a bit of a breather. He's gone up to 5 factories along with his starport. he doesn't have a third command. Oh wait, he does have one. It's floating. I'm not sure how macro he will be playing this. He's heavily saturated both of his bases, so I think he's in good position. And the question is really, what is Golden going to do, and will GoOdy be able to, to spot it in time?
I know Golden has finished up his Spire and is actually researching flyer attacks level 1, but I don't see any Mutalisks coming out so far. So maybe this is something that he wants to do later on. He does have 500 gas in the bank, but he's spending it on roaches at this time. Yeah, oh, there we go, some Mutalisks.
Some Mutas indeed. GoOdy is in good position to defend this. If we look at the unit's composition, 2 Thors, couple Vikings. He needs to add on more tanks, I feel, against the roaches. Otherwise, an attack from Golden could be game-ending. He's spread out enough as it is at this moment. He's got a decent turret ring. Upgrades are quite good. Some links make it into the main, though. That's not something that you want to have, and they just march past these Hellbats.
Do you see what I see, by the way, at the lair from Golden?
You mean a creep tumor?
No, I mean that he's researching ventral sex again.
Yeah, he is. However, this time GoOdy is on. He's actually on 3 bases again, and the roaches do keep coming. I don't think GoOdy will still be anticipating this, even though he kind of should, considering the relatively high roach count. And well, if he scans, you should see that there's still no hive. The Spire will throw him off, though. Okay, there's the scan somewhere. Where did GoOdy scan? I can't find.
Let me check that for you. I can't really see it. First, there used to be this feature where you got a ping on the minimap every time someone scanned, but that was so annoying that they took that out. So, I don't know where he scanned, but there's only 2 Thors on the map, and there's no more Thors coming. There is a sensor tower coming up, by the way. This is, of course, very important if you want to defend against Mutas. You need to know where they are, but the sensor tower is not in a very good position to spot incoming Mutas, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's also tough to defend because there's only 1 turret, so it's relatively easily picked off. But still, Golden is currently committing to roaches, and a good scanner by GoOdy in the middle of the map will actually spot this. And he should really know that he should be making tanks mostly at this point. Maybe, well, actually not Banshees, because those really don't do all that much. And yeah, now the Overlords, they start floating, and we'll be seeing the drops.
Yep, we see GoOdy sending out a barracks to scout. Of course, if you don't need the barracks.
Almost gets us the Overlords.
That's true.
If you had seen the Overlords, you would have known what's up. And
yep. Oh, here we go. Load them up. Oh,
yep. Boy. Are they going to go past this barracks, though? I think they might.
That might be like a miracle barracks.
Yeah, but it's still not really in time.
Look at this! Look at this! He's actually... all he saw was a Muta. And he sees 3 Overlords if he was looking at his barracks.
Yeah, but the army of... Okay, now he's moving back before the drop actually happens. That's quite big. The Mutas fall like flies, and the Overlords actually drop and retreat before massive losses have taken place. And now GoOdy needs to be very strategical with his position choices. Like, if he can just... Yeah, this is what he needs to do. He needs to force these roaches in a very bad position, not lose all of his units. He needs to siege in range of the roaches, where they cannot do as much damage as they usually can. Yeah, and this is a good position. Oh, these tanks in these 4 are actually not in all that good of position, and most of these tanks are not sieged.
Okay, so these roaches are really fighting themselves into a corner, trying to, trade as efficiently as they can. So far, they're not doing a very bad job, but they will get taken out in the end.
Yeah, the Hellbats are quite beefy, and they take a lot of shots to be taken down, where the Thors are just almost one-shotting these roaches. So GoOdy, up 170 supply, is actually doing a really good job holding here. Like, he took some infrastructure damage, but I really doubt we should be seeing a follow-up here from Golden, but he seems to have different thoughts.
Yeah, he's researching tunneling claws for his roaches. So this enables the roaches to move underground, and of course increases their regeneration rate as well. So Golden's not done with his roaches.
No, and this time GoOdy is keeping a significant amount of forces inside his own base. Still needs to buff up the amount of turrets, though. I think those will be just a tad too late, but there is more. Now he's moving back. He just doesn't know what to expect, and he's doing something he should have done earlier, which is sending out these Hellbats out onto the map.
Another scan.
We just missed the Overlords again.
Okay, here we go. Another drop coming in. Only 1 missile turret actually shooting this empty Overlord. Oh, here we go. This is going to be tough to defend. But there's not that many roaches this time.
No, there are not, and they take a lot of shots from these siege tanks here. Still not enough to completely wipe the board, but reinforcements are already on the way here for GoOdy, who's managed to cut into the roach numbers significantly. Once again, good defense here for GoOdy. Like, he's still taking a lot of infrastructural damage, but as long as he slow pushes inside his own base, the roaches will not do that much
Oh,
damage.
there we go. The burrow. Will he get them all? No, the roaches get out of range of the scan.
Oh, but there's a turret there.
Of course,
Two
there's a
even.
turret. And there we go. Another scan up top to find those last roaches hiding there,
So annoying.
sneaking around the buildings.
GoOdy needs a Raven, that's for sure.
And another
once
scan.
again-
Yeah, GoOdy definitely needs a Raven. This is very expensive to keep scanning like this.
So,
Is he gonna get the final roach? Oh, final two actually. Yes, he does.
so this is more of a strategy to keep GoOdy, you know, in the back of his own base, rather than to actually kill him. Golden is on 6 bases at this point, mining a lot of
Oh.
gas, and he's adding on 11 corruptors.
You
So
think we're
I
gonna see
think-
Brood Lords?
Yeah, we should be seeing Broodlords. There goes the Greater Fire, the moment I mentioned it, and these Roach harassment's doing a good job.
Wow.
Looking at the infrastructure for GoOdy, he does have a nice Viking count, but his actual amount of starports is very limited. So, oh my god, SCV's chasing a Roach, which is regenerating faster than the SCVs can actually kill it.
Oh boy. Actually, I don't think I've seen Brood Lords in months.
Well, it's good versus mech, you know, as
Yeah.
long as the Terran doesn't have adequate defenses. And already, Golden is adding on
God
infested.
damn it! That one roach keeps escaping the scan range. Oh, and we see GoOdy sacrificing some units, is what it looks like.
No, this is just to push to kill this base, I think.
Okay.
It's very important to deny too abundant amount of gas income, unfortunately for him. Golden just going to relocate to the top left. Perhaps GoOdy wants to expand there. Not the most logical place, but you know, it is possible. But this small force will be killed off, and yeah, he will kill the hatchery before this happens. So actually going to try to retreat with
Is he
these
gonna
tanks.
get it? Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Jaws time. Yeah, he's actually going to save the
Nice.
siege tank. So that's nice for GoOdy.
Yep. Nice one there.
Look at the upgrade.
The flyer attacks level 3 for Golden almost finishing now. This is insane.
I think
GoOdy hardly has any upgrades.
no, that's not entirely true. Well, he's getting +3 attack for his, as well as +1 armor for his max, so that's quite good. I do worry about his, about his air army. Like, he's going to need Vikings and preferably Ravens, as the first Broodlords are now finally moving in. There's also a lot of spores.
What's with the spores?
He wants to slow push. Like, these spores are just to fight against Vikings. He's going to keep these Broodlords over the spores and just slowly pack away at the army of GoOdy at this position here at the third. And unless GoOdy has an overwhelming air force with a lot of force added on as well, it's going to be very hard pressed to actually breach that.
Alright, so the barracks has spotted some overlords flying in with roaches, but this is a very minimal drop attack there. Actually, one of the overlords gets taken out with 2 roaches in them.
Yeah, there's not that much for GoOdy actually there to defend, so it's quite annoying. He should have also, once again, harassed the bottom right here with a bunch of Hellbats. So he should be aware of what's going on, and he's adding on 2 more starports. Also additional Vikings and tanks and Thors. So if Golden holds on for too long...
These tanks are doing so much damage, by the way.
Yeah, it's so funny.
They shoot real quick, like bam, bam.
Yeah, so this drop is cleaned up. Fortunately for GoOdy, he won't be able to kill the base at the top left. This is why having a couple roaches is actually quite good when playing versus mech, because you need a mobile force in order to actually do something. And now we have Golden now slowly creeping forward with the spore crawlers.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's going to be sniping these tanks wherever possible.
This is like a single player game, man. Just all the way up to the base. Spore crawlers there, sending out small little contingents of units trying to take out queens. There we go, 1 queen goes down.
Yep. Okay, so what the strategy here is for Golden is he's going to use these Broodlords to peck away at, for example, the command center. The moment GoOdy moves in with Vikings, he's going to try and funnel these and then just moves across them with all of his corruptors, which are of course heavily upgraded. Here we go. He needs to really watch out with these Vikings. The Infestor is almost in position, but he pulls out in time. And the air army of GoOdy is going to be a bit scary. Like, he's adding on Ravens and even more Thors. So his composition is going to be quite good. Whoa,
fungal.
big fungal already. Huge misposition here by GoOdy. And the problem is GoOdy cannot really fight this because if he does...
chain fungals them.
Yeah, just a chain fungal and boom, that's seven Vikings gone. For free almost.
A terrible loss.
Yeah, a terrible loss indeed. He's adding on Ravens. Oh my god, GoOdy, what are you doing?
Oh!
So careful here. Oh, the Infestors actually get smashed to pieces by the tanks. Quite a bit of a misposition. However, these Broodlings focusing on the Thors actually cause so much damage. But the problem here is for GoOdy is that his Viking count is too low and the Corruptors is just moving across him.
Yep, so There's nothing. Actually, well, the Thor has taken all the Brood Lords.
Yeah, that's actually true. Plus
And the base at the top left is taken out.
Oh wow, that's actually quite good. And now these drones are in a lot of trouble. And Golden is actually forced to retreat. And if
Golden's not giving. GoOdy's not giving up.
Yeah, and look, this GoOdy actually on sieges, and he will be moving into this this spore crawler line, I think.
Wow.
So this force here by GoOdy, there's actually not as much to stop it. So they will be focusing down this hatchery, killing these drones. If Fester casts a funnel, that's nice. But the only thing that Golden really has to fight it is. Wait,
look at how
Golden
quickly
has
this
almost
hatchery
like
is taken down.
It only has one mining base. Look at this, the third is also being attacked.
Look at this! GoOdy's showing his worth.
Golden is way up in air. You know, the addition for Ravens by GoOdy is really good, but he's also adding on Thors. And if these fours on their own are good enough to fight off the Broodlords, then this might be a very weird fight.
Oh boy.
Tanks have to pick off infestors, which is
Yeah, these
really
tanks
good.
are doing so much damage, it's insane. Of course, the Broodlords also do a lot of damage.
Yeah, but he's moving these tanks all the way to the bottom right.
Of course, drawing the Broodlords with him, so that's a nice move.
Yeah, just saying we're gonna go for a ride here. Meanwhile, GoOdy keeps on adding more and more ravens. He's up to 4 ravens now, and 2 more will pop out. I don't think he's researched Corvid Reactor, so they do not have all that much energy. And the question is Golden's micro good enough to deal with the Seeker missiles? So 36 corruptors though for him, a massive number. And, yeah, so this is what the ravens are good at. You can stack them, and right now, if you look at the infestors, there's only 2 that actually have funnel growth ready, and they're all the way to the back of the natural.
Yeah, a lot of infestors got taken out.
Nice pick up there. Kills the Broodlord with ease. Might go for another one.
These ravens, are they going to be trying to cast the Hunter Seeker missile? Sorry, I should say the Seeker missile.
Yeah, they should.
And of course, it makes this because you can
fungal,
see this massive fungal.
And now the Seeker missiles come
The
down.
Seeker missiles on the red corruptors there.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, Golden supply just plummeted to nothing.
Holy
There's
shit.
still so many ravens left here. You can just move these stores in a different position and go for the fight.
Oh, more Seeker missiles coming up.
They're too slow. Oh no, they just moved out of time. That's so
Just
good
out of
for
range.
Golden, though, because losing those Broodlords would have meant that GoOdy could have just killed him almost.
Whew. That was some sick damage output there in a very short time.
In a very short amount of time. More ravens being added on here for GoOdy, going up to 12 ravens. 5 fours just casually marched out of the base of GoOdy, who is currently though also in a lot of economic trouble. Looking at income, they're equal on gas and minerals, but both players stand to lose a lot. And here, GoOdy now moves down the ramp using the Hellbats to tank nicely. Vikings are actually fighting the corruptors and these stores, taking a lot of damage, but they can. And I think he's being pushed back.
This is insane. So this is of course GoOdy's comfort zone, right? He's probably used to games ending up like this with him going Mac all the time.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing, he keeps taking out these Broodlords like. Boom.
Whoa! That range on that Thor was insane.
It's insane. Only just now, Golden has decided to take the base all the way in the bottom left, which I think is quite a bit of a mistake of not taking it earlier. GoOdy cleans up this one base, and all that Golden has left now stands at his 4.
Golden is taking expansions around the map, trying to take this upper left base now. But of course, the fact that he only just now took this bottom base means that he has a fresh base to mine gas from. Of course, it's a base that's not going to be attacked anytime soon by GoOdy's slow meching army.
A couple of circlings being added on for Golden. Usually I consider this to be the universal sign of surrender when playing against mech, because they are just, well, hard counted so easily. But yeah, GoOdy's army is looking really scary. 14 ravens.
Yeah.
The amount of damage is considerable. GoOdy at the top left actually put his Hellbats in a very nice concave. He didn't have blue flame. He doesn't have blue flame though. I'm really surprised. Oh, actually, GoOdy's going for a push now. He's actually killed a lot of these, moving out with a lot of these spores. And,
these spores don't be happy.
well, I'm not sure why he's moving out like this though. Only a few Thors. They will be picked off relatively easily by the Broodlords, and that's a massive loss for GoOdy. He needed these Thors. Still, he has 10 more, but still.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, wasting a lot of energy though on the
Oh,
scrub.
here comes Seeker missiles. They're all duds, not firing correctly.
He's taking the base at the bottom right now, adding on gas and dropping a ton of mules. So his income is going to be soaring like mad. If he keeps up the harassment, and I think he will, because there's a whole batch of Hellbats now at the left side going to take that base out once again. If GoOdy can take control of the center of the map where he's currently scanning, that's the position he needs to take. He needs to add on more Vikings and, yeah, more Taurus, I guess.
Here we go, these Hellbats trying to do what they can to prevent this base from being efficient.
At the same time, though, there's infested terrans at the bottom right killing off a lot of these mules.
Ooh, yeah. These mules, of course, they had nearly expired anyway, so that's not a very big loss.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, the big threat here for GoOdy mostly are the Brood Lords. However, he has more Taurus than there are Brood Lords on the map, so he is moving into defense. And these Ravens, they won't die easily.
Nope. I'm amazed at how these small units of small clumps of mech units are so efficient for GoOdy. I don't see that very often. Small amounts of mech units. Of course, these
moves in, but here come the first Seeker missiles along with PDDs. Does he cast Seekers on the Ravens, on the Broodlords? though? Not quite yet. Here they go.
There we go. Oh, Ravens, no! Don't stand where the missiles are gonna hit! Oh! Shit! He basically blew up all of his Ravens.
Yeah, it was so unnecessary because he just didn't micro them appropriately, and now really took a lot more losses than necessary. He's down to 3 floors. However, the ground army of Golden is almost non-existent. He's just making mass roach. However, these roaches, they take a lot of shots. No, actually, the GoOdy almost 2-shots them with a single floor. Just not enough. Oh,
here we go.
More Seekers. Vikings in trouble though, and there isn't enough anti-air here by GoOdy, and even his Ravens are in trouble now.
Yeah, I think he's losing all of it. Oh, there's another. Oh, Golden singles out though. Oh, look at that! He moved the Corruptor that was singled out over GoOdy's units so that they would take splash damage.
Very nice, and GoOdy now attacking the top left again with the Hellbats. Once again, a necessary form of harassment. However, Golden is continuously producing roaches at this point, denying the bottom third base, and GoOdy's economy is almost non-existent right now.
Let's look at the income tab. Yeah, GoOdy is basically not mining any minerals. He has more gas income than Golden though, or basically the same now. And the mineral income will get fixed too. Look at that! Look at the amount of that is about 10 mules being dropped at the 4th base, but it is under attack at the moment.
It is heavily under attack, and GoOdy will have to do everything he can in order to hold it. The Corrupt is now taking out all of these Ravens. Nice split here by Golden, and the roaches seem to be just a little bit too much for GoOdy to handle. He's racking up a lot of money, but his existing army is just completely overwhelmed, and GG.
GG is cold, man. That game was pretty long, pretty intense.